Holy crap, look how white my arms are, guys. I definitely got to put some sunscreen on these bad boys or something. Now, I got some of those little UV sleeves things that, like, runners and, like, cyclists wear. Because I should probably be wearing my mesh jacket. But, I mean, it's the southeastern United States. And as you can tell by this clock, it is super hot out here. Actually, it's pretty nice this morning. Humidity's not terrible. Anywho, I think I finally figured out what I want to do with my 2008 Honda Shadow Aero 750. Because you guys know I've kind of sort of been thinking about maybe getting another motorcycle, like a bigger cruiser. And then it's, do I get rid of this? Do I get rid of the Katana? What do I do? Because I'm kind of all over the place. I mean, pretty much I like biking. That's pretty much what it comes down to, right? And I really like my 750. I mean, this motorcycle does everything I've asked it to do. It doesn't owe me anything. As you guys know, I put those 6-inch fork extensions from TJ Brutal Customs on here, which really changed up the look. But with the big Aero fenders, I wasn't really sold on it. I thought it looked good, but at no point did I look at it and say, yes, this is how I want this bike to look forever. So I thought about taking them out. And if I take them out, what I was going to do is going to put hard bags on here, put the windshield back on, kind of turn it into like a little mini Road King, right? And I'm not into bat wing fairings, because I think on this bike, I think this is a little too small. Well, the bike's too small and bat wing looks funny. That's just my opinion. Hey, if you got one you like it, rock on, man. But then I keep going back to, why did I buy the fork extensions in the first place? It's because I kind of wanted a little chopper, sort of. Like, I'm not talking about cutting the frame and raking all that out. No, goodness gracious. One, I don't have the knowledge to it. I don't have the tools. And let's be real, this is a $2,800 motorcycle that I've already spent over $6 grand on. So, well, that includes the cost of the bike. But why, right? But I mean, I don't hate the fork extensions. I really like the way this rides. I like the way it handles. I like the front being a little higher than the rear. I think it gives it a really cool look. You don't see a whole lot of 750 Aeros doing that. But it just didn't look right with the fenders. So I figured I'd try a little something, right? So what I did is I picked up a fender for an 07 Spirit, which, if you guys didn't know, the Spirit and the Aeros in that generation, the forks are different, because nobody told me that either. And I guess I didn't really pay enough attention when I was looking at it online, but hey, either way. We managed to make it work. Essentially, I had to use the Aero bracket, drill new holes, and mount the Spirit fender to that. And I think it looks pretty good. Because pretty much I kind of want to go all in on the chopper load. At least that's what I'm thinking anyway. I thought about rocking no fender, but then I was thinking about rocks. I mean, literal rocks, like hitting my radiator, like coming up hitting me. If I get caught in the rain, water sloshing up hitting me in my face. I didn't care for that. That just didn't sound like a good time. And I was thinking about adding aftermarket turn signals up front as well, but since I got the smoke covers, I think they're fine. They're fine as is. So pretty much everything from, like, me forward, as far as I'm concerned, this bike is pretty much done. Now, as for the rear, yeah, screw it. We're just going to make this thing a bobber, man. Heck with it. Which kind of stinks, because I paid for the whole Mustang seat, but I'm only going to use half of it. You know? And I'm not going to be able to carry a passenger, which I've had this bike 2.5 years, just about, and I haven't had a passenger yet, so it ain't worth worrying about. We're also going to lose the ability for extra storage, too, so, like, I'm not going to be able to put saddlebags on this thing. Which is okay, because I noticed those kind of mess with my wobble a little bit. I've also been using a backpack as a sissy bar bag from time to time, which that's not going to be an option either. The back of this thing is going to be nice and clean. Forget all that nonsense. So I was on Blue Collar Bobbers, and actually I ordered the rear fender yesterday, so hopefully here in the next 2 weeks we might start doing something. Which I probably won't film, guys, because, I mean, look, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's be real, I don't really know what I'm doing. There's gonna be a lot of stumbles and a lot of ums, and I don't want you guys to watch me screw up either, you know. I don't want to embarrass myself. Which I don't know why I'm concerned about. Ooh, I don't want to embarrass myself in a video that I'm gonna upload to the internet. It's like, who gives a crap, right? There's a lot goofier people than me on the internet. Pricing up the other parts too, like they got a nice Springer seat, which works with their tail light bracket, which works with their license plate bracket, and it all works kind of together as a system. So I priced everything up with the fender. Yeah, and was it like $1,200? And I was like, ooh, I don't know about that. Because if I did Springer's seat, I was thinking about doing those hard struts from TJ Brutal Customs also, kind of doing like a little hardtail on this thing. And then I thought about it for about 2 seconds and said, yeah, that does not sound like a good time for my back. So we're going to keep the Mustang seat. We're going to keep the shocks. But we're going to do the blue collar Bobber's rear fender. I need to figure out something for turn signals and license plate bracket. Which, once the fender comes in and we get the stock one off, I'm pretty sure I know how I'm going to do the turn signals. If they'll work, I'm going to keep the stock ones if I can. And I know what I want to use for the license plate bracket. I just don't know if it will work with some of the fender brackets. Mainly because they both bolt to the axle nut, and I don't know if there's going to be enough room with both of them in there. So either way, we're going to keep the Shadow. Because honestly, the more I thought about it, getting a bigger cruiser, for the reasons I was doing it at this time, is probably not advisable. So we're going to stick with the Shadow, and we're going to stick with the Katana, at least for now. So I don't know, I do like them both. I like them both for different reasons. And as you can see, this 750 is doing great. I mean, it's running fine. It's a great motorcycle. That's the other thing, is I ride for me. I don't ride for anybody else. Well, I guess you guys, if I'm making a video or something, but for the most part, I'm out here for me. Because I'll be honest with you, man, you've always been kind of depressed. And getting out and filming that last video, man, just being on the bike for a couple hours, just really changed. I needed it, like, big time. Even today, I was just going to run to the store real quick. And, I mean, here we are. I don't know how long I'll be out here, but it doesn't matter. So I'm at least glad I just finally have a direction, because that was the biggest thing. It's like, what did I want to do with this? Because there's so many things and options you can do to personalize your bike for you. And I had to figure out, what did I want? I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to be philosophical, but I'm not really in that mindset right now. It's been a heck of a 2 months, you know. There's been some ups, there's been some downs. There's been recent... I don't know. Put it this way, I'm looking forward to see what happens in the future. I'm kind of scared and nervous all at the same time. So I'm kind of curious what you guys are thinking. I mean, because once I cut the frame off the back of this, there is no going back. I mean, we're going to be Bobber life, baby. So there we go. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, as always. I am Lucky Aces. If you guys want to check out the video when I put the TJ Brutal fork extensions on this motorcycle, check out this video right here. And as always, y'all be good. See ya.